What's up, everybody? My name's Flashstep from Blight Gaming. I'm here with an analysis on a round, kind of like an alternate version of how to play a 2-1-2 on cash. What's out here? So G2 is pretty well known for this. I mean, a lot of teams are at this point. I don't know who started the meta, but for a long time, we'd see pretty consistent like 1-3-1s with maybe one boosted up towards the events area, just to control cash, right? But recently, in like the last, I don't know, couple months or so, or maybe half of a year, people decided to start doing like this 2-1-2 with 2A, one middle, 2B, with the mid player falling back to B or A, depending on where I think it's going, mostly towards A a lot of the time. But I really wanted to showcase what they do to control A. So a lot of teams' concept is just like 2A, but where do you play A? And I really wanted to show that like aggressing into A main with a flashbang here and holding your door from a different angle than what's conventional is really strong. And I'll show you the flash that's tossed here by Kenny S to allow this to be set up. I'll let the round play out, but I really wanted to showcase this because you shouldn't always just have this like static type of setup as a CT that two of you are going to hold from inside side and catwalk a lot of the time, or I mean cat or catwalk, wherever it is. But playing these aggressive angles, if you know they're doing these like slow methodical works that SK like to do, controlling it is really strong. So here you go. Kenny S tosses this, and MBK, and then clear towards A main. First jump spotting it. But if they're not going to contest this right away, they really can just have full control of it. And I know that SK's like on a semi-buy here, but when they have full, this is like considered full A main control, just like this, and it really limits their movement. And I always think in the middle of any round, there's like 3 phases, or a couple, I guess 3 to 4 phases. But usually there's like map control, trades, and then like adjustment. Then obviously you have post plant and whatnot if the bomb goes down. But the very first step there is that map control play where they flash on in and control. Now you can see where Kenny S is playing towards the door here, just like an unconventional angle. And these are the type of angles that you want to try to find, that when people peek, they're not really anticipating it. And as you see, the guy just rotated from middle back into A side because they smoked out middle and thought they're going to wrap on A. And it's a good read. And most of the time, your middle player should be rotating to A. And then also, towards here, I'll pause real quick. And also the person that's towards B, as you can see, Shox is kind of coming up towards Cat here. So once I did the middle smokes, I thought it was going to be like an A attempted wrap towards A site. Only one of the B player stays there and anchors towards the back line, and then the B player rotates over just like Shox did there. This is really effective and should be used a lot more than it should be basically your default, to be honest. I'll let the round play out here. And Kenny S hasn't even seen a player yet. They already have the stacked, and it's basically it's a 2v4. This plays out for them to basically lose. It's a nice attempt, but even with this person, now Kenny is on the catwalk. It's an angle that's really hard to deal with at times, like cold just nuts. But there it is. So I at least wanted to like pinpoint that playing 2 and A just in the site and towards cat is not always the play, and then if you feel like a team is taking these slow works towards A, getting control of areas that they're not going to be are really strong. They'd even rotate utility. If you start rotating utility at the base of A, it's even harder to get through. So I hope that helps somebody. Thanks for watching.